Hey friend, Sean from Draft Therapy here, and on today's review for you, it's all bananas and coconuts up in here. Banana Coconut Dragon's Milk Reserve is an 11% bourbon barrel-aged stout from New Holland Brewing in Holland, Michigan. New Holland's back with their third Dragon's Milk Reserve of the year, and this time it's going to be some of that banana and coconut, y'all. Banana Coconut is following salted caramel and cherry chocolate for their 2018 Dragon's Milk Reserve Triumvirate. Let's try to say that 3 times fast. As is tradition, this is an 11% bourbon barrel-aged stout, but you might notice something that's breaking tradition a little bit, and that's the Dragon's Milk label itself. New Holland's rebranded Dragon's Milk, keeping the same dragon logo, but kind of classing it up a little bit. So with that being said, let's take a look at the label. Fun fact, bananas are herbs, not fruits, and coconuts are drupes and not nuts. Now, before I crack this open, I wanted to say, for full transparency's sake, New Holland sent me this bottle along with some other goodies in exchange for a fair and unbiased review, because that's what I do, and that's what I'm going to do. So, really quick, the difference between this label and the older label is... Let me see if I actually have an older bottle. Okay, so this is an older one. You can tell the difference. I'm going to zoom in. You can see the difference between the two of these. The old school one had more of a... I don't know, it still kind of looked older, but it had the barrel with the dragon of the color, of the different, whatever the style was. So the color for cherry chocolate was this really dark crimson, kind of vermilion red color. And now the new one, I'm going to show you the label now in the traditional view. The new one has the dragon with this really cool, I really dig this dragon scale kind of effect there, or background that they have. Now it just has the white dragon. It says, established in 1997. And it says 11% ABV, Dragon's Milk Reserve, Banana Coconut, Bourbon Barrel-Aged Stout with real banana and natural flavors. And then on the back here, it says alcohol 11% by volume, roasted, malty, and smooth, proudly brewed in Holland, Michigan, with New Holland's information on here. Their website, their independent craft brewery, has all the return, all the deposit information, and... yeah, so I noticed on the older ones, too, that they had, like, pairing information, like food pairings, stuff like that. They don't have that this time around. I think that might be on their website. Maybe that's something they're going to reincorporate. But the whole overall design is a little more... not a little, a lot more minimal. I really dig minimal design. It's one of my favorite things in beer labeling. The less, for me, the better. Give me as much information as you can possible, but put it in as tight a package as possible. So give me as much information with showing me as little as possible so that it kind of cohesively flows together. Again, maybe they'll start going back to the pairings, maybe they won't. So one of the goodies I mentioned earlier was this glass. It's a Dragon's Milk glass. On the back it says Dragon's Milk, Bourbon Barrel Aged Stout, and on the front it has the same kind of thing as this on the front of this bottle here. So I'm going to go ahead and crack this open. And the cap has a white dragon on it. It says around the cap, Dragon's Milk, share a legend. And that's the whole slogan going with this whole Dragon's Milk thing, is share a legend. And we're going to go ahead and crack that open. And the inside, there is nothing. I can smell a little bit of that banana, a little bit of that bourbon coming out right out of the bottle, just cracking it and kind of holding it here. And I just kind of picked that up from not a whole lot of effort, but yeah, getting a lot of bourbon. Getting a lot of coconut, kind of roasty coconut and banana. I'm getting kind of both in the scent. So far it's true to their word. It's going to be a banana, it's going to be coconut. I'm not a massive banana fan. I do like coconut if it's done the right way. I've mentioned that in a few other reviews. So I'm going to go ahead and pour this. And it's coming out really thick, like a cola out of the glass. This is a stemless kind of snifter. Gonna get the whole thing in there. And it's actually it's got a really nice head. I didn't pour it all that great, but it has a nice kind of half finger's worth of head. It's I saw a lot of effervescence, a lot of kind of bubbles rising to the top here. This is pitch black in the glass. I'm gonna hold my light up as I've been doing a little bit more lately. So here's my light. I don't think you're gonna see anything through that. I'm gonna pump it up a little bit, bump it up a couple steps, and wipe that off there, and I don't think you're going to see this light through here. Let me hold it up and see if I can see. No, I mean, that's totally dark, totally black. The head retention, the head's kind of died down a little bit. It still has a really slight head around it. Really not much on the top to speak of, though. Let's move this over a little bit. Let's give it a better nose out of the glass. Yeah, I'm almost getting a lot more banana here. It smells a little bit more like natural ripe banana rather than like an additive scent. You can kind of, from the scent, they say they used real bananas. You can kind of smell that coming through here in the nose. Not getting so much of that bourbon, just a lot of that really nice, bright kind of banana scent. So I'm ready to dive into this. So cheers. Wow, that is a lot of banana, but it's good. A good banana, not too much. It's a really nice banana kind of flavor up front, and there's a little bit of a toasty, kind of roasty coconut in there as well. The bourbon's in there, but it kind of almost plays up that banana a little bit more. The bourbon is in the aftertaste, like as it goes down, you kind of get the banana that goes with it. That bourbon really boosts that banana flavor, though, and that's a good thing. It kind of takes it from being almost an unnatural banana flavor to the bourbon kind of enhances it to make it taste more real. Again, like I said, they say here on the bottle that it's that it's with real banana and natural flavor. The coconut's really kind of a little bit deeper in there. The banana's really forefront. But you get a lot of that really nice, ripe banana flavor right up front. Again, that coconut's it's a little bit of a toasty, roasty kind of coconut taste that's really kind of hanging out in the background. But as you swallow it, as you take that drink, you get a lot of the bourbon kind of enhances that banana. It pushes it even more to the forefront and kind of almost not overpowers, but kind of brings the banana back up. So you get banana in the beginning, a little bit of that coconut, and then the banana more so intensified because of the bourbon in the beer itself. Again, the stemless snifter, I believe it's kind of designed like this so you hold it more in the hand and it'll warm up more. And as it warms, I'm sure a lot more of that coconut's gonna show through, because being 11%, it's gonna be hard for it not to have a little bit of that alcohol, a little bit of that bourbon flavor. But I think, like I said, as you kind of hold it, you'll probably get a little bit more of the coconut to come through, maybe a little bit more banana. And yeah, it's nice that they design a glass like this, because then, if it has a stem, you might be holding it off the stem and you won't be warming it as much. But if it's stemless, obviously you have to hold it, and your body heat from your hand will help warm this. Yeah, as it warms a little bit, I'm actually getting a little bit more sweeter banana, so that's kind of coming out a little bit more. One thing I didn't really talk about here is the mouthfeel. The mouthfeel isn't sticky and syrupy. It's a nice medium mouthfeel. It's not too thin. It kind of rolls over your tongue, coats your tongue, so you get that as well. It's got a really nice bourbon BBA, bourbon barrel aged kind of mouthfeel to it. Again, it's not too thick. Being at 11%, you could kind of think that, oh, this is going to be kind of sticky. It's going to be kind of cloying on your tongue, but it doesn't really do that. As soon as you drink it, you get that aftertaste of the bourbon. And like I said, a little bit more of that banana kind of shines to the surface, comes to the surface, but you're not just, the aftertaste doesn't totally overwhelm you. It kind of sits there a little bit, it subsides a little bit, and then you can kind of go in for another drink, take another little taste of it, and get a little bit more of that banana. I gotta say, this was one that I wasn't really sure how the banana would work, but I think that because it's ripe banana, it's nice, fresh, and a little bit of a sweet banana taste that kind of counteracts a little bit of that, not counteracts, but kind of works in conjunction with the bourbon at the end. It actually is a flavor that really works out. I think me personally would prefer to drink it a little bit more on the cooler side, so you get a little bit less of the full banana punch. But I could see as it warming up, if you're a banana fan, you'd want it to warm up a little bit so you can get more and more of that banana flavor. But yeah, again, I was kind of skeptical when I heard that this was the next reserve they were going to put out. But having it in my hand, it's actually really good. All right, friends, that has been Banana Coconut Dragon's Milk Reserve. Again, say it 5 times fast. I dare you. And I want to say this, I appreciate that these things are in limited releases, and it seems like New Holland is one of the fewer few larger independent craft brewers in the state that when you hear their beer is limited, it's actually limited. I went out to a local bottle shop the day this hit shelves on September 20th to buy an additional 4-pack just to see how it ages. And I think at least 6 people in a row were picking it up right after me. So again, also the 4-pack I bought came out to $17.99. So that should give you a general idea of what you should pay for it, though I have seen it kind of closer to $15 as well. With all that being said, have you had banana coconut? And if you did, what did you think? Which of the Dragon's Milk Reserves have been your favorite so far? Let me know in the comments down below. And while you're down there, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'm here talking Michigan beer twice a week. Tuesdays and Thursdays, and the best part about it is it's absolutely free to viewers just like you. You can also find links to my social media, some merch, a custom Tiku glass, and links to all the gear I use in these videos, and a link to my blog at drafttherapy.com. So until next time, I'm Sean from Draft Therapy. Thanks for stopping by, and remember, drink craft beer, support your local breweries wherever they are, and don't forget to treat yourself to a little draft therapy. Thanks for watching. Cheers.